Well, I mean, there's a lot of position groups that are competing for playing time. Obviously, it starts at quarterback. We got to see how our quarterbacks do this spring. They have to make progress. Today was a tough day with the wind. Hopefully on Thursday, not as much wind, and we'll get an opportunity to see what they can do throwing the football. But quarterbacks, and there's a lot of position battles out there. Some young kids have to get better. We redshirted quite a few. We're expecting those guys to be in the two deep and getting better. So, I told the team, I said, let's just get a little bit better on Thursday, and let's get a little bit better on Saturday, and that's all we got to do is just get a little bit better every day.
So Reese was a great leader. He was a quiet one. He really taught me how to lead through example. One thing that I really took from him too was like in the film room. He was one of the most decisive quarterbacks in the FCS last year, and that was no mistake. He was great in the film room. So hopefully I'll carry some of that into this year and be able to teach the guys around me. That's some of the stuff I learned from Reese. I find like if you're not having fun with it, you shouldn't do it. So that's kind of the mentality I'm going in with. Being scared is not going to help anyone on the team. So I owe it to the guys around me to come out confident and afford them the opportunity to show what they got too. Is be confident and be tough. Everyone respects a tough quarterback, and if you're confident, there's not much that can get in your way. You do those two things, you're going to be very successful. I'm going to try to throw the ball around. Also going to run the ball. We're going to be a balanced offense this year. That's one of the things that we want to get back to. I'm going to do anything I can to try to win the game, try to win this team over, and that's what we'll be working on all spring and all summer.
One thing, just bounce ideas off of each other and just collaborate with each other. I think that's a big part of what Winston and I have talked about during the off season is just making sure we're on the same page going into each practice and each day. No, we sat down a lot during the off season and kind of talked about where we want to see the direction of our offense going, and we did a lot of talking during the off season, so it was good, and we're working well together and kind of leading this group in the right direction. So.
Pretty excited about it. It is something that I think every year even guys that have been doing for forever, you have to kind of get your mind right for each year because each year is a different year. But just excited to be working with the staff. Opportunity. We had a really good season last year, and just having the ability just to build off what we did last year is something that I'm looking forward to. We're running a lot of things the same. Some things myself and Coach Ross are putting out little touches too. And ultimately, something I did learn about when I was a play caller in Canada is you gotta, each year is different, and you gotta mold your offense to what your current roster has. And so we have to continue through these next 14 practices to see what works best with our staff and also the skill set of our players, because ultimately they're the most important people.
But when you have good coaches, the obvious thing is that you elevate them to roles that you feel like they're good for, and I think Coach Ross and Coach October both are really bright coaches, and they'll do a great job. They know the offense, and there'll be some growing pains, no question about that, but I think they'll both be really good.